Today I had my very first job interview with the HR. Usually the first interview is talking with HR, talking about yourself. So in this video I want to share my experience with you, how you can actually pass the first interview and actually go to the technical interview. So you need to convince the HR, and that's the whole point. All we talk about is in this video. Hello everybody, this is Milad, and today I had my very first interview with the HR of the company I applied for as a machine learning engineer. The position was for it was related to machine learning engineering and this kind of stuff, also generative AI. So it was a great discussion with the HR, and actually I was invited to the second interview, which is going to be the technical interview, and then there's going to be a coding assessment after that. And it's usually like this. So in this video I want to talk about the process, how it goes usually, and mainly I want to talk about how you can be successful for the very first interview with the HR, and I want to explain how usually it looks like. So well, usually it's like this, that the very first interview is with the HR of the company you applied for. So they want to just get a big picture of you, to understand you, to well, they want to see you're actually the same person who applied for the position, and what you say is similar with what is in your CV. So if you set something, magically in your CV and you have no idea about that, it's a red flag for them. So it's going to be like this. Usually 99% the HR of the company is introduce themselves, and they talk about the company and what the company does and these kind of things. It usually takes about 10 minutes, like that. And after that they ask you if you have any question about their introduction, and then they ask you the very first question. For most jobs, I think it's like this. It's not limited only to development or AI jobs, but pretty much all the jobs around the world. It's like this, that they ask you just tell about yourself a little bit, and so you have 5 to 10 minutes time to talk about yourself. So it's really tricky, and it's a best part to introduce yourself and talk about the important things. So to be successful at this part, you need to understand what they want. You need to first read carefully through the requirements and the job description to understand actually what the company wants actually from you as a developer. And then you need to take a look at your CV and come up with a storyline. It should be a story that is aligned with your CV and the job description. So you shouldn't talk much. You shouldn't talk about things that are not related to the job description. You need to have a story of your CV, basically. So you go back in time through your job experiences or your studies and start from a few years ago, what you studied, what did you do, during your studies, and then step by step talk about the job experiences. But this part is really important. When you talk about your job experiences, you need to talk about the skills, experiences, and projects that are related to the job description. It's a really obvious point, but usually people just forget about that. It's because of stress, because of pressure, because they think that well, I'm going to talk about the job description, but actually they don't read the job description carefully. You need to understand behind the scenes what actually they need, and it's really important to understand it, and you need to go through the job description over and over and over and align your story you have with what they want. So that's the basic, that's basically the key you need to have, I think. And after that, there's a chance that they're gonna ask you about the salary you want, about any question, if you have any question or not. And usually you need to come up with a couple of questions about what they already told you. So it shows that you have listened to them. So don't ask right away about the salary, or don't ask about the next steps. There is a good chance that they will explain it at the end of the meeting. So you don't have to ask about it in the very first few minutes. Okay, so try to listen to what they tell you about their company, and ask about their projects, about how they give reward to developers, what you can do with your free time at the company, what is the value, you know, what is valuable for them as an employee, what's their culture like, you know, and these kind of questions. So then they will ask you about the salary and about this stuff as well. So at the end, if they don't ask about this, it's a good point that you ask about the salary, or ask about the next stages. And that was pretty much like this for me, and it was quite straightforward. It took about 40 minutes like that. So it's usually between 40 to to 1 hour. And yeah, so now the next level, usually when it comes to development or AI jobs, it depends on the company, but average companies have 3 stages. You know, first HR interview, then it's gonna be assessment. It could be online, it could be peer reviewing, it could be some homework, some assignments, and then you're gonna have technical interview. Or it could be in the other order, like first having the technical interview and then doing the assignment. And the final part is just negotiation about the salary and about other stuff. It's not really a big deal. But yeah, so that's it. I just want to give you an update regarding this. So I need to be prepared for the technical interview, and so for the technical interview I just need to again review all my skills to have a big picture of it, whatever it is. I mean, if it's related to machine learning engineering, or about data engineering, or about web development, all the tools I have in my CV, I need to have a big picture of it. I need to have how I can implement it in practice. You don't have to code it actually, but you need to have the big picture of it, and you need to be able to design the system. If you've said that I can work with different tools, how you can use these tools, how you can put them together. So I can talk more about data engineering or machine learning stuff in another video, but this is more of a general, because in tech industry we have all kinds of fields and skills. So, but it's like that. And then yeah, that's it pretty much, I think. I have nothing else to say, but yeah, ask me if you have any question. I need to be ready for that. And then I have the technical, have the coding assignment. Coding assignment is usually they give you the option to choose which language you want to work with, like Python, Java, whatever you want. So you need to have your preferred language, and they're gonna give you some algorithmic solution based, problem solving based questions like that. But I will tell you about this when I have it. But yeah, that's it. That was the update. Thank you for watching. See you very soon. Bye bye.